everyone, and welcome to our 2021 Breaking Through ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Shantae Williams, a Class 11 Genesys Works Chicago Young Professional. I'm excited to be your MC this evening. Breaking Through is a graduation ceremony to celebrate all the hard work and accomplishments of the class of 2021 over this past year. Now looking back to when my Genesys Works experience started, it's hard to believe it's been a full year. As a senior at Perspectives High School, I wanted to join Genesys Works program to gain professional experience. I saw a chance to make my communication, collaboration, and problem-solving skills stronger and use it universally for my future endeavors. I also saw it as a chance to put myself out there and take on any challenges ahead that would help me grow. As it turns out, I was right. This opportunity has allowed me to grow in so many ways, like gaining real-world work experience and learning technical skills in information technology. And I know that my fellow young professionals have grown alongside me this year. It was a difficult year for everyone, but I'm proud of all the hard work we put in and all the ways we grew into true young professionals. To my friends and fellow Genesys Works young professionals, we did it! Now, I'd like to introduce the Executive Director of Genesys Works Chicago, Kim Nicholas, to kick off this evening's program.
Thank you, Shantae. Welcome, everyone, to the 2021 Breaking Through ceremony. We are here to recognize the 11th class of Genesys Works Chicago. This group of young professionals had to endure a pandemic. So during that time, they obviously had to demonstrate resilience, perseverance, and adaptability. And they did it beautifully. They were trained remotely, they were onboarded remotely, and they performed their job, the majority of our young professionals, remotely. And we had one of the strongest cohorts of classes that we've ever seen at Genesys Works Chicago. It was terrific. And they have left us in such great hands now with the ability to be able to not only have in-person internships, but now we have the experience of having remote internships that we will continue to be able to capitalize on for more young people in the city of Chicago. And so we couldn't be more grateful than we are to the class of 2021. We're so proud of you, and we know that you are going to knock it out of the park. And we will be with you along the rest of your journey. But today we just want to take time and celebrate the feat that you've completed in 2021. I have the honor also to get to introduce to you our new CEO, Jeff Artis. He is the CEO for the National Genesys Works, and he's here to share his wisdom with us. He has over 40 years experience in working with Fortune 500 and 1,000 companies in supporting their workforce development and solutions. And so we're proud to be able to work alongside Jeff for the mission of Genesys Works. So without further ado, Jeff Artis.
Hello, I'm Jeff Artis, President and CEO of Genesys Works. And I just want to take some time to congratulate you all on breaking through. This has been a challenging year. I'm sure it's not the year you expected, and it wasn't the year, quite frankly, we expected. But you have demonstrated amazing perseverance and grit, and you've done it. You successfully achieved it. You've gone through a rigorous program. You've impressed the folks you've worked with, and I'm sure you've amazed yourself and made your family very, very proud. Over the course of the year, you've learned new skills, you've made new connections, and hopefully you've made new friends that will last you throughout the years. Genesys Works is a program that works with individuals like yourself to place you on a path that allow you to get to sustainable economic mobility as you move forward. But it's important to remember that this is not something we've done for you. This is something you've done for yourself. We've just paved the road and made it possible for you to start in this journey. I want to thank the corporate sponsors and managers who work with you along the program who've made this work possible. And I'd be remiss if I did not thank your parents, extended family, and friends who I'm sure have supported you along the way in times when they had to push and prod you to go a little bit further. But throughout it all, you've done it. You've made it through, you're on the path, and we look forward to hearing much about your success in the future. Congratulations and well done.
Thank you for your messages, Jeff and Kim. We are so thankful for your leadership. Your vision for Genesys Works helped young professionals like me thrive. One of the best aspects of my experience with Genesys Works has been knowing there is always someone there to turn to if I need help with anything, and I know that's something that comes from the top down. I loved working with all the Genesys Works staff this year, but I've had the special pleasure of working closely with my program coordinator, Isabel. She is one of the kindest, funniest, and most caring people I have met in my life. She makes me feel comfortable being myself and has been very supportive throughout my struggles and successes. I want to thank her and all the other program coordinators and Genesys Works staff for being so supportive and taking the time to make a positive difference in not only my life, but the lives of other young professionals. Now, I'd like to introduce Kenneth Strogan from CIBC, a longtime Genesys Works corporate partner and a presenting sponsor of tonight's event.
Thank you, Shantae. Congratulations to you and your fellow class of 2021 Genesys Works Young Professionals. I'm Kenny Sjogren, a member of the Genesys Works Chicago Board of Directors and Regional Director of Illinois Private Banking at CIBC. CIBC is proud to be the presenting sponsor of this year's Breaking Through ceremony. We've had the pleasure of partnering with Genesys Works for 10 years to create opportunities for Chicago youth and develop talented future leaders in business and technology. Over the decade that we've been working with Genesys Works to improve our company and our community, we have hosted 35 young professionals. We have watched each of these young professionals grow as individuals in their careers while proving vital to the success of our teams. At CIBC, our interns complete many mission-critical activities in a variety of areas, which in turn free up more seasoned talent to focus on other pressing initiatives, helping us achieve our business goals. To all the 2021 young professionals, we're so impressed with your exceptional dedication in a year that posed unprecedented challenges. Looking back at your success over the past year, we're confident that today is only the first of many proud, successful moments for you. Good luck in your post-secondary journeys.
Thank you for your support, CIBC. It's because of corporate partners like you that students like me have the opportunity to be a Genesys Works young professional. Genesys Works corporate partners are more than just supporters of this program. Each of the supervisors who work with us provide mentorship and career guidance. One of the best parts of my internship experience with iManage was learning the process of supporting their customers and getting to know the people who make it possible. I have so many colleagues at iManage, and while I have not had a conversation with everyone, I know that if I ever need to reach out, I would receive an overwhelming amount of support in return. Thank you to all the corporate partners and supervisors out there to make this opportunity possible. We're very grateful for you. In addition to our corporate partners, the members of the board of directors are important to the success of the program. I'm honored to introduce our next speaker, Genesys Works Chicago board member and president of DTI, Daryl Henry.
Hi, everyone. My name is Daryl Henry. I'm president and CEO of DTI, Diversified Technology, Inc. We are an IT consulting and services firm based in Chicago. I've been on the board with Genesys Works for approaching 3 years now, and I have to tell you, it is really a great opportunity for me to give back and to also see some of the amazing accomplishments that our young professionals have achieved. Year after year, it's just, it gets better and better. I think this past year has been incredibly significant in their demonstration of being able to overcome adversity. As we know, this past year dealing with COVID has been a challenge for all of us, but our young professionals actually rose to the occasion and were really able to push through and demonstrate value to all of our corporate partners. So I take my hat off to them because they've done an amazing job. I think one of the benefits of Genesys Works and one of the challenges of our young professionals, especially those that come from maybe lower income communities or where they may not have access to opportunity and or exposure, it's just that sometimes you just don't even know what's out there. You don't know what you can be, because you haven't had exposure to all of the options that life may have for you. And so one of the great things about Genesys Works is the fact that we not only are training our potential young professionals at that point, teaching them life skills, teaching them computer skills, teaching them professional skills that not only serve them as they move forward to their internships, but also will serve them in life overall. And so that's really important. And then they go into these professional internships where they see people on a day-to-day basis who may or may not look like them, who may or not come from the same backgrounds as them, but they get exposed to different client settings, different meetings that they ordinarily may not. And so it's just really a great opportunity for them to gain much needed exposure. It doesn't mean that they will suddenly select whichever career or opportunity they're initially placed in, but it gives them options to have choices so they'll at least know what's out there. And that's, to me, that's the most important part. I'm a product of Chicago Public Schools. And so growing up as a CPS student, I understand at maybe at a slightly different clip what it's like to not have access to opportunity or access to exposure. And oftentimes I confuse that access or lack thereof with maybe not being good enough, maybe not being smart enough, when the fact of the matter is, it was really that I just didn't have the exposure to some of the opportunities that some of my, maybe peers from other communities may have had. And so that's why the work that we do at Genesys Works is so incredibly important. And it's also important for me. I mean, I get a chance to have a front row seat at watching all of our young professionals succeed and prosper. And as I mentioned already, this past year has just been absolutely incredible. So for our 2021 graduates, I want to say congratulations first and foremost. You guys have done an amazing job. And yet, as amazing as the job that you've done, I know that you haven't even scratched the surface. This is only the beginning. So I want to congratulate you. I want to let you know that I will be looking forward to hearing from all of you the amazing accomplishments and achievements. And my only ask is that you do your absolute best at everything that you set your hand to do, and that you also come back and be a part and tell your story to future classes to inspire them and inspire your communities and families. So I'm wishing you all the best. I'm looking forward to a bright future from you all.
What an inspiring message. Thank you, Daryl, and thank you to the rest of the Genesys Works Board of Directors. Genesys Works program could not be successful without the support and guidance. Genesys Works offers internship opportunities to current high school students who we're celebrating today, but they also offer career and college coaching after graduation. I know many of us, including myself, have big plans for our post-secondary lives. I plan to experience more and enjoy life as a young adult. I also plan to ride my first roller coaster soon, try new foods, and see more places, and spend more time with my family. For my education and career, I plan to pursue a degree in cybersecurity at Loyola University Chicago next year and use my skills to help the FBI fight against cyber attacks and protect our country. I also plan to create a way to give back to communities in need and make our communities a better place to live. I know all of that will take a lot of hard work, but it's good to know I won't be doing it alone. Knowing that I have the support of Genesys Works Network behind me makes me confident I can take on anything. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce a man who has been excelling as a Genesys Works alum, our alumni keynote speaker, Emmanuel Williamson.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Williamson, and I'm currently a senior Posse Scholar at Connecticut College, majoring in economics and minoring in Africana Studies. As a kid, I grew up on the south side of Chicago in a very low-income family. I was pretty unsure on what career path to take as I was concerned about choosing the right path. Initially, I wanted to be a doctor, so I attended a medical school on the DuSable High School campus in Brownsville, but quickly realized that the medical field wasn't for me. It got around in my junior year and I began thinking to myself about programs that I could find that would help me start to build a professional career. Thankfully, my counselor introduced me to the Genesys Works program and I was able to apply. Upon my acceptance into the program the coming summer, I participated in an 8-week training in accounting and professional development. Initially, when I started the program, I was concerned that I wouldn't meet expectations because prior to the program, I've never had any corporate professional experience. Additionally, I knew many students who had graduated from high school but failed to gain career experience before starting. I knew that starting a career before attending college would help me focus better on my career once started. Although I was generally concerned about meeting expectations, the workshops went well. I remember all of the great staff welcomed me with open arms to the program. During the summer of that junior year, I would go to workshops dressed in professional attire and learn professional skills. In some workshops, I would have to present projects in front of the class, but this definitely helped with my public speaking skills. I faced the largest hurdles with dealing with accounting work because it was new to me. I can remember the first assignment for accounting, I didn't do so well, and I made sure that I focused on the subject so that after that mistake, I wouldn't do poorly again. Throughout the summer, I was able to learn how to carry myself as a young professional, and that ultimately prepared me for my internship. The internship I was placed at was the private bank on 120 South Street in the financial district, which since then has merged with CIBC. As a student, it was a dream to leave high school in Brownsville and go downtown and experience corporate America. I was placed within the collateral department where I was able to make an impact. Although I had learning accounting, I didn't get the chance to use it during the internship. My internship involved me processing many files and performing, annual audits. The internship at the private bank led to me making lifelong connections with mentors and other young professionals. I have been able to seek career guidance that has led to many different opportunities for me from my mentors. And although I wasn't able to use my accounting skills at that internship, I have used it at multiple internships since then. I really enjoyed my internship at the private bank and decided to ask for an extension during that time and work for an additional month before starting college. Furthermore, leading up to college, Genesys Works had workshops that helped me learn how to apply for college, understand financial aid, and apply for scholarships like the Posse. After starting college, Genesys Works was able to provide resources to me through internship opportunities, care packages, and college support. I know throughout my studies at Connecticut College, I continue to learn from the accounting book given during the summer of my junior year to prepare for interviews. Yes, I still have the accounting book from that class in my junior year summer. I continue to foster relationships with mentors that I met during my internship, and I still value those relationships today. As a college student, I was able to apply all of those professional skills I learned my junior summer to now. Since completing my first internship with the private bank, I have completed work at the Dean's Office, Heidrick & Struggles, and Mesereau Financial. All the work that I've completed during these internships revolved around consulting, doing executive search, and financial modeling. I mention these internships because every internship experience I had set me up for the next summer. Furthermore, in my junior spring, I attended Ashesi University in Barakuso, Ghana for study away, which allowed me to deepen my understanding of business because my college didn't offer courses that I needed to break out in my career. I say this because Genesys Works was able to bring a low-income kid from the south side of Chicago to a private university, multiple internship experiences, and travel across the world. I am proof that Genesys Works puts you on the path to greatness. It's just for you to keep it going. So now, I am currently on track to graduate with a major in economics and minor in Africana studies on May 20th of 2021. I already have a position as a middle market investment banker at Mesereau in Chicago. I'm really excited to be going to the next stage of my career, but I want to lead the Genesys Works class of 11 of young professionals with some advice. These next few years of your life will fly by, so don't let these opportunities to progress in your career pass. I wish for you all to foster the relationships that you have created at these firms, because I believe that I would not be in a position without the careful guidance and advice from my mentors. These past couple of years have been extremely difficult because of all the effects of COVID-19, and no one could have been able to predict all the effects, whether it was job losses or on the health aspect. One thing to keep in mind is that as you go into new situations, whether it's internships, schools, or just new opportunities. Make sure that you go into every opportunity with an exit strategy so that you don't get misplaced or thrown off on how to figure out that issue. Congratulations to you all for making it this far, and good luck to you all as you embark on this new journey. Thank you, Genesys Works, for allowing me to be the alumni speaker, and it has been an honor to talk to you all today. Thank you.
Wow, what wonderful advice. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. It's motivating to see Genesys Works alumni who used to be where we are now succeeding in their careers. I can't wait to see all that our class does as we go out into the world after graduation. Speaking of our Class 11 young professionals, our next speaker is our young professional keynote. I'm proud to introduce my Class 11 peer, Mohi.
Thank you for the introduction, Shantae. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohi El-Mujahid, and I'm currently interning at the Duchess Law Group, and I'm a graduating senior at Olmsted High School on the north side of Chicago. Born in Damascus, Syria, to a Puerto Rican mother and a Syrian father, I was always ambitious to go above and beyond. I grew up and lived with my father for around 8 years, and he had a dream that one day he would have a successful business that could be passed down to my siblings and me. But due to the ongoing war that shattered Syria's economy, there was no hope but to send us to live with our mother in the US. After my move to Chicago, I noticed a vast difference in the education system, among the most prominent being language. Luckily, with such a diverse school district, the support of my peers, and the enrollment in an ESL program, I became fluent in English within a year. During my transition to high school, I have considered many possible future careers, but nothing stuck out to me more than business. As I searched for summer programs, Genesys Works caught my attention. Through their diversity, extensive support, training, and astounding internships, I knew that Genesys Works was a program for me. I joined Genesys Works for the sole purpose of learning and gaining professional experience. Not only did Genesys Works teach me the basics of accounting, but also gained knowledge and crucial skills that can be found in everyday life and in school as well. Genesys Works helped me improve my work ethic, possess better time management, and improve my overall communication. This program also helped me better understand myself and what I want to become in the future. When I think of Genesys Works, the first thing that comes to mind is the vast support that I and all young professionals received, not only from each other, but from our great program coordinators. Through summer training, our PCs went above and beyond to make certain that we have professional and technical training we needed for our internships. And those spots were limited, PCs worked with every young professional to be certain they are doing the best that they can. On day one of skills training, we began our professional journey. Some days were selected to help build our resumes. Some days we had special guests give us tips on how to improve our networking skills. Through the pandemic and lockdown orders, it was harder than ever to network, but with Genesys Works outreach, we were able to build professional LinkedIn profiles to start what is just the beginning of our career networks. The best part of being a Genesys Works intern is the support that I receive. My former program coordinator, Sharonda, and my current PC, Emily, both knew that I could achieve at a higher level and paired me with what I believe is the best corporate partner. This encouraged my drive to keep succeeding and work harder every day. Throughout my summer and fall training, I met some of the best young professionals, and for the first couple of weeks, many were too shy to participate, but with the help of one another, we helped each other persevere and overcome challenges. What makes me glad that I joined Genesys Works rather than any other program is the bond that we built with one another. The support we have now and after graduation will keep us on track during college or our careers. Though our time may be coming to an end, thanks to Genesys Works, I know I am well prepared to take on the challenges that college and thereafter may present to us. I have committed to the University of Illinois at Chicago and will be majoring in business administration. And now I can say with full confidence that I'll be the next CEO of a major company. None of my ambitions would have been possible without the help of Genesys Works. I now not only have experience in accounting, but also professional experience that will put me ahead and help me strive for more success. Genesys Works taught me that nothing in life is handed to you, not even for free at least. You must work hard and put in the work to achieve what you want in life. When committing to Genesys Works, I knew it was a unique opportunity, so I worked hard and hoped to stand out. Though we spent most of our time behind screens, we continued to work and achieve our goals, and I cannot be more prouder. It has been an honor working beside you all. I would like to thank everyone in Class 11 for making this year a year that I will never forget. My family for always supporting me, my supervisors who never gave up on me, even at the worst moments. And our program coordinators who, no matter what went on, were always there for us. And to everyone at Genesys Works, without them, none of this would have been possible. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you for that, Mohi. We're so proud of all that you've accomplished this year. My name is Joseph Thompson, and I'm the program director here at Genesys Works Chicago. I'm thrilled to recognize the excellence of our Class 11 young professionals. This year, despite being a few months shorter than our typical program year, Class 11 still managed to work over 50,000 hours, earning over $700,000 from their internships for the 2021 school year. While balancing their internships and professional growth, our young professionals were also in the process of planning for their post-secondary lives. This can be overwhelming for a lot of seniors, but our young professionals excelled. Our interns completed over 585 applications, and I'm also proud to share that 100% of our young professionals were admitted to college. That's an amazing feat. You should all be so proud of yourselves. Now, I'd like to take the time to recognize all of our young professionals individually by their corporate partners. First, Accenture, Taylor Davis, Alyssa Ousley, Jessica Banos Monsivais, Alejandro Vasquez, Christian Salazar, Acela Roman, and Dante Gibbons. At Allied Benefit, Shamaya Trapp, Tolulope Adejuyipe. At Burwood Group, Omaira Estrada and Kevin Zamora. At Chicago Public Schools, we had Jessica Guijosa and Nakaya Thomas. At CIBC, Amina Adebayo, Emmanuel Garza, Gabriela Espinoza Arzeta, Elizabeth Botello, Javier Boleno, and Vanica Sana. At CME Group, Cristobal Romero, Jose Sanchez, Tatiana Mays, Brenda Leyva, Raymond Lowe, Faye Del Carmen Porras, Gia Mingmei, Kieran Moore Patton, Tanya Barrientos, Cristiano Lewis, and at CNA we had Kayla Stewart and Braulio Duran. At Dentons, Charisse Harris. At the Deutsche Swag Group, Mohideen Al-Mujaid, Cassidy Medina. At Equity Residential, Giselle Cardoza. At Everag, Achille London. GE Healthcare, Giselle Salgado and Daniel Olmo. At Hirewell, Lisbeth Villanueva. I manage Shantae Williams, Aisha Mohammed, Julius Randall, Eric Perales, and Caden Red. At Kirkland & Ellis, we had Suddenly Harris, Shavar Boyd, Kenneth Gutron, Jamila Moore, and Marianne Purnell. KPMG, Caesar Duran. At Lantern Partners, Fernanda Mora. At Mediafly, Jada Oliver. National Louis University, Marco Torres. At Okta, Danilo Reitzel. Prime TSR, Nia Howard. Produce Alliance, Donovan Michael and Kevin Gomez. At Revantage, Jessica Felix. At Salesforce, Eric Toledo. At the Scion Group, Sida Sufan Nassar and Omarion Holmes. At 1035, Marie Tencio and Dream Cannon. At TransUnion, Jose Godinez, Alvin Ocasio, Antonio Cibos, Lindsay Williams, Justin Reyes, Paulina Munoz, Fatara Mohammed, Neil Murray Anderson, Michelle Herring, Nyla Marshall, Libby Serrano, Kenya Memes Crawford, Alan Villegas, and Samantha Zapata. At West Monroe Partners, Brian Redman, Jessica Bowen, Adelene Rodriguez Ruiz, Jasmine Alarcon, Andrea Mendoza, Jada Harmon, and at William Blair, Elizabeth Cruz. Congratulations once again to all Class 11. I'll now pass it back to Shantae to announce our Student Award winners.
Thank you, Joseph. Now it's time for the final segment of our program, Student Awards. Genesys Works honors 3 young professionals with the Breaking Through Award, the Scholar Award, and the Employee of the Year Award every year. The Scholar Award goes to an individual who continued to be an extraordinary student throughout the senior year. In addition to keeping up with her professional internship and other responsibilities, she did an outstanding job balancing her internship and her schoolwork. Congratulations to Nyla Marshall. Nyla was awarded a full ride scholarship to Xavier University of Louisiana, where she will be attending college next year and participating in the STEM mentorship program. Congrats, Nyla. The Breaking Through Award celebrates a young professional who broke through challenges to prove their dedication and commitment to their professional growth. This year, our Breaking Through recognition goes to Justin Reyes. Justin faced many challenges this year, but has continued to excel as a young professional in everything he did. No matter where he went, he brought positivity and connected with his peers. co-workers, and colleagues. Congratulations, Justin. Finally, the Employee of the Year distinction goes to an individual who sets themselves apart from their peers through consistently remarkable work and professionalism. This student embodies the goals of the Genesys Works program. He was motivated and worked hard throughout the entire year and grew in his independence as a worker. Congratulations to Cristobal Romero. Cristobal plans to attend Dominican University next year to major in computer science. Congratulations to these young professionals on all their hard work. Thank you to all of you at home who joined us for our 2021 Breaking Through. We know how vital this community is in helping us achieve our goals. Before we close out today's ceremony, we would like to acknowledge that throughout the past year, youth of color persevered through many social conflicts that reminded us of the labels society casts upon us. As future leaders and decision makers, we understand the importance of choosing the right designations for ourselves and our communities. As we continue to grow in our personal and professional lives, we will challenge and embrace all aspects of our identity through community building, storytelling, and activism. So today, a few of my Class 11 peers want to share some statements about who you hire when you host a Genesys Works Young Professional. These statements represent a portion of our students who led an initiative to explore their own stories and redefine labels within Genesys Works. We hope this will inspire you to reflect on the identities that define your limits and the power that comes with shifting those boundaries. In closing, I would like to thank my fellow young professionals and Genesys Works staff for being kind and supportive throughout this journey. This will not be the last time we interact with each other, since it is vital to connect and build relationships with the people around you. We all have plans for our future, and we will never stop looking forward, but I want to tell you to enjoy the present moment, whether it's good or bad. Embrace it, because you never relive the same event twice. Celebrate your accomplishments, analyze your failures, and be aware of yourself and the world around you. Congratulations, everyone, and thank you.
While there's only one Shantae, we know there are hundreds of motivated, ambitious, talented students in the Chicago Public Schools seeking an opportunity that Genesys Works can provide. And in order to do that, it obviously takes an ecosystem. First, I want to thank our students for having the courage during a pandemic to take on this internship, even though it wasn't going to look like other internships in years past. And we're really proud of your courage and your resilience. We want to thank the corporate partners as well. Obviously, we couldn't do this without you, and for your ability to say yes in such trying times really speaks to your character, and we're deeply grateful for that ongoing commitment. We want to thank the Chicago Public Schools themselves for allowing us this opportunity to present information to the young professionals, as well as the college counselors and the teachers that supported the application process. We also want to thank the supervisors and the champions within our corporate partners that work with our young professionals to ensure the experience is a meaningful one and that relationship with the professional world is a positive one, and it will have a lasting impact, and we're deeply grateful for that. And then finally, I would like to thank our board of directors. Our board of directors opens doors, and they provide resources so that we have what we need to be able to support our young professionals through to success. And again, that commitment I am deeply grateful for. And we're looking forward to continuing to celebrate more Genesys Works young professionals in years to come. But for now, let's just give a big congratulations to our 11th class, the class of 2021.